There will be no trial for a Morrill County man charged with fatally shooting his father last summer. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, a Broadwater man has pleaded guilty to killing his father. This week, 32-year-old Joseph Bennett was found competent to stand trial for the shooting death of 57-year-old Rodney Bennett. Attorneys advised that a plea agreement had been reached, and on Tuesday, he pleaded guilty to an amended charge of second-degree murder. District Court Judge Andrea Miller accepted the guilty plea and ordered Bennett to be back in court on July 3rd for sentencing, where he faces a prison term ranging from 20 years to life. Well, a Wing Drug Task Force investigation has resulted in the arrest of a suspected fentanyl dealer. 29-year-old Ariel Barraza of Scottsbluff was arrested last week on 3 counts of distribution of a controlled substance. Court records say he sold 16 fentanyl pills and approximately 2 grams of methamphetamine last November over the course of 2 controlled buys involving a CI. Barraza was arraigned on the 3 Class 2 felonies on Monday in Scottsbluff County Court. Bond has been set at $150,000 with a 10% provision. Each charge carries a maximum of 50 years imprisonment if convicted. And court records say an official misconduct investigation of the Kimball Police Department by the Nebraska State Patrol preceded the abrupt resignation of former police chief Andy Bramer last month. An NSP investigator alleged that against state law, police department employees hired as trainees were allowed to interact with the public in uniform with a badge, carry firearms, investigate crimes, and allowed to use police cruisers, including transportations of minors to capstone interviews in Gering. The range of documents dated back to last August, and Bramer resigned on August 21st. Charges have not been filed, but official misconduct is a Class 2 misdemeanor that carries a maximum of 6 months imprisonment, a $1,000 fine, or both. We'll have more news right after this.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features. Colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens. Brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility.
Welcome back. 2022 was a banner year for the Scottsbluff Police Department, and highlights were outlined Monday during the Scottsbluff City Council meeting. Captain Brian Wasson presented the report and says they had more than 18,000 calls for service, 2,500 traffic stops, and more than 700 arrests. He says the department's crowning achievement was a year-long effort to receive accreditation.
The Crime Commission developed an accreditation to ensure agencies were in compliance with the policies to meet some of that legislation. We authored or updated 13 policies of the 29 required to be accredited, and on October 1st, 2022, we received that accreditation.
Wasson also says they had a very successful intern program in 2022, with 3 high school students work in records, administration, investigations, and patrol. And gas prices have gone up 9 cents over the past 2 weeks, rising to a new national average of $3.75 a gallon. However, oil industry analyst Trilby Lumberg The publisher of the Lumberg survey says she expects things to stabilize a bit moving forward, due in large part to the fact that oil prices have stabilized between $70 and $80 a barrel.
It well may be that even though demand is rising this time of year and showing some signs of life even year on year, we may see very little rise in the price of gasoline short term if oil prices continue to cooperate.
The average price of a gallon of regular unleaded in the Cornhusker State is nearly $3.67, down just over half a cent from a week ago, according to AAA Nebraska.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Box Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
We're going to be dealing with partly cloudy to mostly clear skies tonight. We don't expect much in the way of thunderstorm activity tonight, but that is going to change as we go through the next several days as we have daily rain and thunderstorm chances. Some areas of heavy rain going to be possible with these storms. Temps are going to remain near to above normal. Generally speaking, though, the good news is there's much needed moisture on the way, and hopefully over the next several days, everybody gets some. We have 74 yesterday for a high, 34 for our low yesterday morning. Still about normal for this time of year, above normal on those highs, and we were even warmer than that today. Nothing in the rain gauge. We haven't had anything here in the last couple of days for the month of March. That's going to change really starting tomorrow, and hopefully we can put a dent in that deficit for the year. 2 days in a row to start the month of above normal temps, and we were even warmer than that today here across the region. Precip chances go up starting tomorrow. You'll notice tomorrow night, all the way into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, good chances of some showers and storms and even isolated activity as we go Tuesday into Wednesday of next week. Winds are going to stay in check. That's good news. Mostly in that 10 to 20 mile an hour range. Severe weather threat not going to be very high here across the region. There's certainly a possibility that we could see a strong storm or two. Generally speaking, though, the next several days, we're going to be just dealing with primarily some garden variety showers and storms that could be capable of producing some heavy rain. Let's take a look at temperatures here across the region today. And across the country, we warmed up here in the middle part of the country. Very nice today. Temperatures 70s and 80s across most of the area. We have 82 in Scottsbluff, 80 right now in Ogallala, 80 in Guernsey, and 80 Chadron, Gordon, 79 in Valentine, 68 right now in Laramie. Winds are out of the northwest at 5 to 15, gusting at times a little higher than that in a few areas, especially near some of those showers that you could see out there on Futurecast. Those will quickly die out this evening, and we're going to be left with mainly clear skies. Now, as we start the day tomorrow, it'll start sunny. By afternoon, we build up some clouds, and we build up some thunderstorm chances here across the region. And as we go into tomorrow night, better chances of scattered showers and storms. They die off late tomorrow night into early Friday morning, resetting the stage Friday afternoon and evening with another resurgence of scattered showers and thunderstorms here across the region. And again, some of those going to be capable of some heavy rain. Lows overnight, 40s. That's a little better than the 30s we've had the last several nights. Highs tomorrow, back to 70s to near 80 again. And as we look at precip, again, don't focus on any one particular area. Just notice that under some of those heavier thunderstorms, an inch or two not out of the question. Some areas maybe only going to get a quarter to a half an inch. Some areas less than that if you don't get under a specific thunderstorm. But hopefully over the next few days, everybody gets some moisture out there. Clear, 45 tonight for a low. Light winds. Tomorrow, a pretty good day. In the morning, partly cloudy. Scattered storms arrive in the afternoon tomorrow. 81 your expected high. And our 7-day forecast, very similar pattern all the way through the next 7 days. Highs will be mostly in the 70s with daily chances of afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms, at least on a scattered variety across the region.
For this week's featured pet of the week, we meet Walter, an 18-month-old blue heeler mix who loves playing fetch. Staff says he will play all day until he drops. Also, he knows his commands, including sit, down, and stay, and he's also really good on a leash. His adoption cost is $150, and that includes his neuter, microchipping, and vaccinations. Plus, whoever adopts Walter will also receive a $25 Murdoch's gift card.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. Our personalized trust services can help you do just that. You've worked hard to build your legacy, and you want to make sure that gets passed on for generations to come. We offer the professional guidance necessary to ensure that happens, according to your wishes. We pride ourselves in being friendly and professional while offering a highly tailored full line of trust and estate planning services to accommodate you. You belong here.
And finally tonight, this week is the start of the inaugural Birding Bowl by the Nebraska Game and Parks, a bird-watching event and competition for all ages and interest levels. Watchable wildlife biologist Olivia Derunga tells us this is really the best time of the year to take the time to see and enjoy the variety of birding wildlife that the state has to offer.
May is incredible for birding. I mean, Nebraska is already a perfect place to bird watch because we have so many different birds here. But May, we get the shorebirds coming in and the warblers coming in.
She tells KNB News at this time of year, anywhere from 250 to 400 species of birds are present in Nebraska, which lends itself to the competition achievement goals of observing various numbers of birds throughout the state. For more information, you can go online and register to take part at birdtrail.outdoornebraska.gov/birding bowl. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.